Bill Hemmer has spent nearly 30 years reporting on the most harrowing moments in modern history. From the front lines of war zones to the chaos of contested elections, viewers know his steady voice as a beacon of reliability during national crises. Yet, the one story he never discusses is his own. While rumors have circled him for more than a decade, Hemmer has quietly lived without a wife, without a family, and without explanation. Now, looking back at the path he chose here on Royal Time of Hollywood, the reasons behind his solitude become far more complicated and heartbreaking than anyone realized. Building a legacy in journalism. Bill Hemmer's life in journalism began long before he ever stepped onto a national set. Growing up in Cincinnati, he discovered broadcasting as a teenager, hosting a small student-run radio show. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't paid, and it certainly wasn't something most kids his age cared about. But it gave him a sense of purpose. Even at 16, he treated every broadcast as if the world were listening. While other teenagers experimented with relationships and parties, Hemmer was training for a career that would eventually demand everything from him. This early seriousness wasn't an accident. It was the beginning of a pattern. At Miami University, he didn't just study journalism, he lived it. Every elective, club, and internship revolved around media. He wasn't building a social life. He was building a career. After graduation, he jumped straight into television at WCPO-TV. Late nights and unpredictable schedules became his norm. When the choice came down to personal time or professional growth, Hemmer always chose the job. The punishing rise to the national stage. In 1995, at just 30 years old, Hemmer made the leap to CNN. The next decade was punishing and exhilarating. He was sent everywhere. The 2000 Florida recount, where he earned the nickname the Chad Lad, and later, to the front lines of Afghanistan following the 9/11 attacks. The danger and emotional weight of witnessing global crises firsthand shifted his perspective forever. It left no space for dating, stability, or building a home life. By the time he left CNN in 2005, his career was rising rapidly, but his personal life had quietly disappeared behind him, overshadowed by a job that consumed almost everything he had to give. Fox News and the quiet collapse of balance. When Bill Hemmer joined Fox News in 2005, it was a professional triumph, but a silent turning point for his personal world. As the network's go-to man for chaos, he became a fixture on America's newsroom. But behind the camera, that trust came at a steep cost. Fox needed him everywhere. Elections in Iowa and political conventions. Natural disasters like the earthquake in Haiti and hurricanes in Florida. Terror investigations from London to Boston. Every assignment meant leaving home with little warning. This wasn't a job where you could plan a dinner or promise to be home for an anniversary. Hemmer's life was built around uncertainty, and that uncertainty became the enemy of his personal life. The ending of the Tomanovich era. During this period, Hemmer was in an 8-year relationship with Canadian model Dara Tomanovich. On paper, they were a power couple. In reality, their lives operated on opposite schedules. Her world of high fashion and his world of breaking news rarely intersected. They tried to navigate the distance, but the cracks widened with every missed holiday and abrupt trip. In 2013, the relationship ended without an announcement. It was as if they both understood that the life he lived could never fully include someone else. After that, Hemmer never publicly confirmed another relationship. As his fame soared, his personal world shrank into a guarded silence. Rumors, silence, and the weight of privacy. Following his breakup, Hemmer became a canvas for endless public speculation. His professional chemistry with co-anchors was often misread. Sandra Smith. Fans were so convinced of a romance that the press had to repeatedly cite Smith's marriage to John Connolly to calm the rumors. Megyn Kelly. Friendly interactions sparked gossip that both parties had to flatly deny. Dana Perino. His closest professional partner was frequently linked to him, despite being married since 1998. In 2019, the scrutiny reached a breaking point when a fake, edited photo of Hemmer circulated online. Though he clarified it was fabricated and briefly mentioned having a girlfriend to dispel rumors about his sexuality, he offered no identity or timeline. To Hemmer, his heart was simply no one else's business. The sacrifice of stability. For Bill Hemmer, a demanding career didn't just mean long days. It meant a life where every choice was dictated by the next breaking story. How does someone build a family when their life is a revolving door of airports and war zones? By the time he reached his mid-50s, the stability required for marriage simply didn't exist. His colleagues admired him, and the newsroom depended on him, but admiration doesn't fill the empty spaces left by years of missed milestones. Hemmer didn't necessarily choose to live without a wife. The life he committed to simply didn't leave room for one. Acceptance and purpose. As he looks back today, the shape of Hemmer's life is clear. It is the result of decades of choices. While he lacks a traditional family, he has found a different kind of connection through service. He returns annually to Cincinnati to host the George Niddle Memorial, raising funds for senior living in honor of his grandfather. He also remains a staunch supporter of veterans' causes, finding fulfillment in the stories of sacrifice he once reported on. In the end, Bill Hemmer's solitary life is neither a mystery nor a scandal. It is the story of a man who traded the quiet comforts of home for a front-row seat to history. His legacy is the work, the service, and the steadiness he brings to a turbulent world. What do you think? Did Bill Hemmer's demanding career leave him with no real chance at marriage, or was it a conscious choice to live on his own terms? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the lives of your favorite icons, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you never miss an update from Royal Time of Hollywood.